I've drilled a hole from where the dome light is on the boat to here. I'm gonna use this bit to drill the hole on the other side, and then where that comes out, I will have this this here right into the Starlink Mini mount, which is not mounted yet. We'll do that next. Here's the underside of my top. I just drilled a hole from the bottom here through the top, a small one, then used a bigger hole to come back the other way. So there we go, nice clean hole. And now I'm going to run the Starlink wire from this access point over to there and then up and over. All right, now we got the perfect size hole. Cap goes over just like that. And there's the Starlink cable and the grommet. I'll wire that through now. All right, I use this fish tape to get the Starlink cable all the way through, and you can see the output here. And so now my job is to go up above, make sure that we have enough cable to run from there into the actual Starlink itself. All right, now I'm just screwing these screws in so that it tightens down on this grommet that's holding this wire. So I can still kind of pull on the cable a little bit, that's fine. But I just want to get those screws in. So this is all sealed. There's a O-ring in there that seals it as well. And then I will use the Sikaflex around it. At the same time, I will use the Sikaflex to put the Starlink mount in as well. So that'll be nice. Okay, now that I've got the grommet on the other side, I can pull this and see how much room I have. And you can see here, I've got plenty of room to do the wiring that I need to do. The actual little unit right there is there. I'll just find a way to double stick tape that down so we don't hear that vibrating, moving around while the boat's in motion. But yeah, now all I gotta do is just tap this in. So for that, I'm gonna run fish tape all the way down this frame, down into the console. Okay, this is what it's gonna look like. Wire coming out underneath and then plug in that way. I have the screw holes this way so that I can pop those off and then pull the Starlink. So now I'm just gonna align it, and then I've got some Sikaflex in the tube here, and I'm just gonna, Sikaflex 252, I'm just gonna clean the surface and just mount this puppy up. Okay, I just laid down the Sikaflex, as you can see there, and put this giant weight that I had on it. And yeah, basically just gonna let that sit overnight. Also had Sikaflex put in on the gland. And yeah, just gonna let that stuff sit. You can see I got the Starlink Mini there. I'll go ahead and do a test of the fit afterwards. Here's another angle of the mount on the roof. So you have the radar there and the light pole there. I probably need a bigger one, but it's flat mount, so hopefully obstruction wise, like, it kind of has a little bit of a lean, so hopefully the radar doesn't interfere too much. Hopefully. Okay, so I spliced some wires together. This is a little module that has 2 micro USB outputs, which is what the cameras use. So it goes from 12 volts to 5 volts, and splice those in, heat shrink, and that was from a wire that I ran all the way over to the access point here. So this should power my 2 cameras that I'm gonna mount in this area for this part of the project. All right, in order to turn the Starlink on, I just flipped the switch. Bam. It runs independently, so even if the boat is off like this is gonna shut off this interior, and here we go. It still stays on, just in case we want to run it off while we're at a marina or something for the cameras. So pretty cool. Okay, it's been a few weeks since I installed it. You can see the final assembly here. There's the wire going down into the Starlink, mounted, Sikaflex used. I can remove the Starlink by removing those 3 screws, and then I can take it on our RV or camping or wherever we want to take the Mini. And then here you can see wire coming out to the camera, and it gets a good view of the console. Here's a view back at the camera itself. Just double stick tape. It's up there, nothing fancy. I'm gonna turn that switch on, which is gonna power the Starlink and the cameras. Actually, it's just one camera right now up above. So I'm gonna give that a little bit of time because the Starlink needs to boot up, and the cameras need a minute to kind of get connected to the internet after that happens. So I'm gonna let those 2 things happen, and then the next video I'll show the Starlink download speeds and the cameras streaming from the Starlink.